Hello, my friend. Welcome to live chat. This is one that I've been waiting for. The declutter of my eyeshadow palette collection. We started last week and we made some really good progress. But now I have reset the system. The only thing that I have not reset is this is my Keep for Memories bag. That is still intact. I also have my trash bag, which is this one. So this is how much we've thrown away so far, which really, considering how much we've decluttered, and this is, I think, is this the fourth one or the fifth one? Done a lot of declutter. So trash is not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is actually going to be the giveaway, because a lot of the stuff isn't really that old. And when we decluttered eyeshadow palettes last time, we talked about how powder products don't go bad as fast or as bad because they're powder, especially if they're very gently used. Like, there isn't anything inherently like I can't say completely, because some of them do have like emollients and things like that in them, but they just tend to last a little bit longer. So I'm saying I'm putting like a 4-year mark on eyeshadow palettes. If I feel like it's more than 4 years old, then I'm not going to pass it along. But then the keeping did really well. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me take a picture of it. Okay, I'll show you. That's what it turned into from last week. That's how many I kept. We did good. We did really, really good. So this week, I can't even lift up this box, but it was in the thumbnail. It's a box about this big, and it's completely full of eyeshadow palettes. And remember, this is a collection of stuff I decluttered. Last time we decluttered was 2019. But even then, I probably kept more than I should have. That was when I moved. So we have a lot of work to do, and I'm very excited. But before we go and get into this, I do want to quickly say hello to the people that are here live in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness that are going to help me declutter. We're going to share some stories, and it's going to be fun. Good morning to Cynthia. Hello in California. Hello, my friend Teresa. Hello, welcome to live chat. I hope y'all doing well. Another smoky day. Teresa's getting the smoke from the Canada wildfires. Another smoky day here in North Dakota, a high of 92. Going to do more cleaning and decluttering today. Decluttering really, like, my husband and I, John and I, we went through my closet. My closet hasn't been decluttered since 2019. And it just feels so much better in there to like really be able to get to the things that I want to use. And I ended up like cleaning up a bunch of other stuff in my closet. I have like a walk-in closet situation. And it's just so much nicer in there. It's not like a Jaclyn Hill walk-in closet. Like, don't think it's anything like that. But it is, there's a lot of space in there, which is nice, but I am not the most organized person. So it was really nice to like clean some of that out and like have some space in there. So yeah, decluttering is very cleansing, just not just in the space, but just like mentally. Like, it's just nicer to walk into those places now that it's decluttered. In case you're wondering why my eyes look like this, I'll talk to you more about it in PR Purchase Product of the Week, but I decided to use blush on my eyes today, which was a choice, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm just going to be 100% with you, but I got this Jordan Liberty blush palette in the mail, the Blend Bunny Jordan Liberty collection, and just really wanted to play with it, and I got a little carried away. So just so you know, like, it's fine, but this is not usually my jam. So I just wanted to give you a reason why that's there while we're here. But I'll talk to you about that in PR Purchase Product of the Week in about 25 minutes. All right. Yes. Thank you, Teresa, for being here. Thank you to Flory and Steph and Audra for being our fabulous moderator team. I appreciate you so much. Good morning, nice Gigi. Hello, hello. Good morning, Donna Lee. And Donna Lee left a really good comment on What's Up in Makeup today that I really appreciated. She was talking about how we were talking about tattoos and healing tattoos, and she was saying that Aquaphor has spray and stick versions as well for healing tattoos. And I was not aware of that. So thank you, Donna Lee, for that. What are the crowns for? I don't know anything about crowns. I have no idea. What happened? I don't know. I'm still shocked Elf bought Road for $1 billion. Yeah, me too. Me too. Good morning, Daniel. So good to see you. Miss Lavender, good morning. Good morning. Oh, yeah, Teresa's here. Yeah, I don't know what there's crowns. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a community leaderboard. What? That's cool. I don't know anything about that. YouTube does things. YouTube does things. Tish, good morning to you. Good morning to Christine. Good morning, Sorojan. Good to see you. Sorojan says we're heading to Providence Canyon, Georgia right now. Super stoked. Have the best time. Good morning, Monica and Lindsay and Shar. Good morning. And if I did not say good morning to you, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. We do have a super chat from Barbie. I've been having a tough week with a badly sprained ankle, and just seeing this live pop up this morning upped my spirits here in San Francisco. Oh my gosh, I hope that you feel better soon. Oh, sprained ankle. That's so inconvenient. Besides the pain, it's so inconvenient. It's like you don't think about the things like the body parts that you use all the time that you just don't even really think too much about, like your ankles. And then they don't work anymore. And it's like, oh, I'm not used to that. That's different. So I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I hope that you feel better soon. And let's hang out and let's have some fun and let's relax and chill. And I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for being here. We also have a new member of the Collective Brain Elite, Rachel. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you so, so much. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. And Shannon and Sin and Jenna. Yeah. Crowns in the chat. Very odd. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I can't see it. Whatever you're seeing, I can't see it. Let me see if I can see it in my other dashboard because I'm in StreamYard. Oh, I see. So Teresa, it says number 2. Gabrielle, it says number 3. Strange. Where's number 1? Weird. I've never seen that before. It's just a way to encourage engagement, I guess. Interesting. I just see weird. I have no idea. That's odd. Okay. My shirt says the world is brighter with you in it. Cynthia, that's what my shirt says. I got some LGBTQ support shirts to wear out and like when I'm running errands and stuff like that and wear for Chad and, just to make sure that we're, not just verbally supporting, but we're quietly supporting as well. At least we, meaning me, A lot of weird stuff happening right now. Okay. Cynthia became a member. Oh, Cinca became a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Nirvana Aquatic says there's a feature like this in Discord to encourage engagement through collection of XP experience points like video games. Interesting. Contribution badges. Yes. And happy Pride. Happy Pride, everybody. Okay. Let us go through the eyeshadow palette. So the first one is a classic. Y'all, this is another one you can pry out of my cold dead hands. ABH Modern Renaissance. This baby is going nowhere. This palette is iconic. I have used this not that long ago. This was the jumping off point for the ridiculous fame and fortune of Anastasia Beverly Hills, which has slowed down in recent years. But this was the palette because we had never seen a formula quite like this before. This was a unique formula at the time. Now, it's a lot more commonplace, but this one is going in the Save for Memories with Sultry going in there. Okay, we also have another iconic eyeshadow palette that we're saving for memories, the Subculture palette. This one, this is the original. This is the one with the quote unquote bad formula. Now there's a bunch of debate about whether it actually was a bad. Some people say they swear that the original formula was fine. I disagree. I felt like this was really difficult to work with. The color story was even difficult to work with because you've got colors that are opposite the color wheel. And in that, when you mix the red and this matte red and this matte green, it just turns into this disgusting, like, dirt color. Like it was not a pretty brown. It was not an attractive brown. It was like, I did this by accident brown. Like it just didn't look right. There's so many beautiful, gorgeous browns out there, and the color that this makes is not it. And it was just really, really hard to work with. This shade here, Electric, was one of the most exciting shades in the palette, and it got hard pan really easy. And it was a mess. Everybody, well, pretty much all the influencers did not like this. They ended up reformulating it. They were trying to make it more pigmented by putting more, less like mixing ingredients in there, and they ended up making it really difficult to work with. So they actually did reformulate that. This is iconic. It is going in memories. We have another iconic palette. This is the Lorac Mega Pro palette. This is the way people lost their minds over this eyeshadow palette. I've talked about it many, many times, how somebody, I think maybe it was on Facebook or something, somebody was like, Jen, the Lorac Mega Pro palette is on Amazon. I was like, okay. And I jumped in and I got one, but this was very, very difficult to get. The original Lorac Mega Pro palette. They eventually, I think, released more of them, but initially this was very difficult to get, and I was so proud of being able to get this. And it was a good palette. It was a really good palette. We're saving her for memories. Another one we're going to save for memories is the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette. Poor Laura got roasted for this palette. Absolutely roasted. Okay, the reason why is because I think that Laura had this idea. This was her very first eyeshadow palette. And the idea was that she's glitz and glamour on the outside and she's kind of quirky on the inside. But I think she's a little quirky on the outside too, to be honest. Even though, like, Instagram, she's not very quirky. But as soon as you like hear her personality come out, she's quite quirky. But this is like the glam side, and you open it up and it is this wild inside where it's the same flower copy and pasted over and over again. The obstructed mirror, people gave her crap for that. The names of the shades: Okie Dokie, Scatterbrain, Bomb Diggity, Cray Cray, Redonkulous, Quirky, Kooky, In One Ear, Out the Other, and Oddball were the names of the shades. The eyeshadow itself got lost in this, in the packaging, because the eyeshadow itself was really, really, really good. And I'm glad that she came out with more eyeshadow palettes after this. But the way that Laura got roasted for this, I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh no. So we're saving her for memories. Okay. We need to get rid of some things. Okay, so Revolution and Grinch. I don't know why I opened this and used this. This is not a palette that I will continue to use. I will never reach for this. I mean, it's fun. It's probably why I opened it, is because it's fun. But we're not gonna keep this one. We're gonna declutter her. Even though it's a little fuzzy, it's kind of fun. Laura Lee, who's that? Let's see. I'm not sure if you're being like, because I see the and a laughing. Okay, Laura Lee is a beauty YouTuber. I'm trying to think where. She's in the James Charles series, which was her big debacle that she, it was bad. I don't know how to describe who Laura Lee is. She's a beauty YouTuber who's gone a little bit more lifestyle, but still does some beauty stuff, is the way to go. But she was one of the big names in our beauty space. Like, when we talk about the beauty guru boom, Laura was one of those people. So Harley Quinn said, Angry Harley says, those names are giving me a headache. Oh my gosh. Jenna says, oh yeah, I felt bad for a mismatch first release being roasted so bad, but it was a little disjointed. It was. Yeah, definitely. Hi Mons. Oh, I love your new profile picture. Palettes these days have shrunk drastically and are always just neutrals. Very true. Very true. And I was going to click on Angie. Just got here and was going to comment on your new haircut. LOL, looked like you got a long bob cut. Then I realized it was just tucked behind. I actually didn't get my hair cut, but thank you so much. The last time I got my hair cut was, I got it trimmed a couple months ago, but I've been curling it. So maybe that's it. I don't know. It's probably just the curl. But thank you. That's the point of it, is thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. And that palette was really, really green. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Viral beauty YouTuber from the 2016 era. Yes. Okay. So this one's going to be hard. The Hip Dot is no longer. They were bought by Loungefly and Loungefly killed them, which I still don't understand why, because they were doing really well. This is the Reese's palette. See, this is the thing. I will never use this orange. However, I don't know if I have anything that I've kept that's this gold if I need something like this. And it's little. And it's a good palette. I'm going to keep it. I'm keeping it. Do I need it? No, but I want to keep it. So I'm going to keep it. Okay, another iconic eyeshadow palette. This is the I Love Sarah E and Dose of Colors collaboration. And I did use this quite a bit when I got it. It is kind of old. I think this is too old to pass along. Maybe we'll keep this for memories just in case I do a deep dive on Sarah E or something. I don't imagine why I would, but we'll keep it just because it's an influencer collab. Okay. Juvia's Place Nubian Royal. This one is gorgeous. And this is a really nice collection of purples. This is something that I will, this is something that I just saw a comment that made me giggle. This is something that I will probably reach for if I know where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. All right. So I want to say hello very quickly. Hello, hello. I went to an elementary school. What was it? Was it not last week, the week before last. And I did a little, I had a little like end of a table and talked to kids about what it was like to do YouTube as a job. So this is one of the students that was there. So yes, I remember. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you. I will try not to say any cuss words today. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, this is a palette that got lost. This is iconic. This is the Persona eyeshadow palette. This is very old though. This might be too old to use at this point, but this is an iconic eyeshadow palette. Like this is where the people that were either like pros using stuff for personal or people that wanted that pro level product. Like this is a good palette. That's a good palette. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I'm going to keep it. Okay. A lot of this is getting kept, y'all, for memories. Let's declutter some things. Okay, this is something we're decluttering. This is the Disney Villains Maleficent eyeshadow palette from Catrice. I use this a couple of times. It's very light. It's very pasty. It's really not my jam. So we're going to pass that along and hope somebody else will love that. I have a section where I keep iconic eyeshadow palettes, so I think that might be why we're getting into a lot of those. Okay, this is Spoiled Cosmetics, and this is a highlighter palette that I will never use, so this is going to get passed along as well. Okay, Flory. Flory says, OMG, this is making my palette-loving heart go pitter-patter. Isn't it fun? It's so fun. No. I did not cuss at an elementary school. I'm saying in live chat, Angie, I will try not to cuss because I usually do say a couple of cuss words in live chats. I did not say a cuss word in an elementary school. I'm sorry if that came out wrong. That's not what I was trying to say. Okay. This I used so much when I first got it. The Not a Box of Chocolates eyeshadow palette. And then this got lost. This is not very old. I am putting this back in rotation. This is a fantastic palette. Okay. And then let's see. Okay, this is another one that's going to get decluttered. This is the On the List palette, which was this a holiday launch? On the List? I don't know. It's got flowers on it, so I don't think this is holiday, but I'm never going to reach for this. That's getting decluttered. Got a lot of ColourPop. And you know what? This is the thing is, I didn't tell you. So I think I got removed from ColourPop PR. I haven't gotten ColourPop PR in a couple of months. I think they finally took me off. Because honestly, I'm not a good return on investment for a lot of brands. I'm just not. So I don't blame them for taking me off. I am a little sad about it, though, because I did like getting ColourPop launches, but I get it. It's fine. I'm not mad at them. All right, Grinch palette. Again, I did actually use this quite a bit when I got it during that holiday season, but I haven't used it since. So this is going to get decluttered, even though it's very, very cute. This is the Revolution Grinch palette. And this one actually wasn't terrible quality. It was just okay. But someone else can love on that. Lots of green, right? Catherine wants to know what makes a fantastic palette for you. I think ease of use is the most important thing for me. When I'm using it, I get a joy, and which is, how do you put that into actual words? I feel joy when I use it. It's easy to use. I feel like the looks that I create with it come out really good. Easy to blend. And something that I'll actually feel like the colors look good on me. So it's definitely a very personal thing where the ones when I say this is not a good palette, is because it was not easy to use for one reason or another. Either the shadows blended away when I tried to build them, or they went on so pigmented that they were hard to blend, or the colors didn't match together well. That's when I say it's not a good palette. I try not to say it's not a good palette if it's just the color story, because I mean, it just doesn't work for me, and that's okay. All right, we've got more ColourPop. We've got the Dreams Come True palette, which was the Snow White collection. And this one I actually used quite a bit when I got it. But if I'm going to be real, I'm not going to use that. So I'm going to pass that along. Okay, these were very controversial, and I didn't realize that when I purchased them. This is the Urban Decay Prince palettes. And what I learned from the community after I purchased these was that, and you please correct me if I'm wrong, I do love Prince's music, but I don't know a ton about him as a person. And the big thing that people were telling me was that Prince really didn't want things sold with his name on it. Like, he never wanted to be a hologram, and then they turned him into a hologram after he passed. And like, he was just very particular about his public image and how his image was used for different things. And his fans said that they didn't think that he would approve of these eyeshadow palettes. Now, I do think that these were made with the approval of his foundation. So like, his family runs his foundation, so that's a piece of it. But I felt really weird after I bought these. And I bought them because I love Prince's music. I can't say I'm a huge Prince fan because, again, I don't like know a whole lot about him as a person, like a huge Prince fan would, but I loved his music, and still do. So these palettes, just absolutely beautiful color stories, and of course very, very purple. And then this one had more of like the glitzy glammy gold feel to them. I'm actually going to keep these and put these back in rotation for a little while, because I really don't think I got a chance to enjoy the product inside, because I was so bothered by what people were telling me about that they didn't think that he would approve of the palettes. But definitely correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I'm going to keep those and put those back into rotation. Let's see. Okay, Anda says, do you have any Jeffree Star palettes? I feel kind of bad because I have one and I can't throw it. No, I do. They're actually in that one right there, which is where palettes go to die. I'll grab a couple just to show you. We'll do that now. So we've got this one. We got this one. I think there might be other ones in there, but these are the big obnoxious ones. Because there was, okay, and we've talked about this before, my big thing where I used to try to separate the person from the product. That was like a thing. I was like, well, there are people that want to know whether it's good or not. My job is to review makeup. And, I used to do that. And then I educated myself and realized that that was not something I wanted to do anymore, because it's promotion of somebody that I feel like is a terrible person and supports things that I don't support. And just our values are different. Our values are very, very different. And that's something I want to verbally say more often. It's not just they're a terrible person, they present themselves to be a terrible person, but our values are so vastly different. And I think in our society, we need to really, we meaning me, really need to think about, okay, this person may be attractive, or I'm talking about Jeffree Star, but this person may be very attractive, or this person may have really good makeup skills, or they may, be fun to watch or whatever, but what are their values? What do they show that they value as a human being? And does that align with me or not? And Jeffree Star is one of those people that we just don't align. And we never did align, but I was trying to be professional and just be like, you know what, it's about reviewing the product. So that was my justification for it. And during the Shane Dawson conspiracy palette video series that they did, I actually did kind of like start going to a point where maybe I could like Jeffree Star again, because I fell into the drama of that. And I really liked Shane Dawson at the time because I didn't know his history and I didn't bother to look. And it was bad. It was really bad. So yeah, I mean, I'm at a completely different place now, but I think that's part of life is experiencing things and learning and growing and realizing like, yeah, that was not a good thing. That was not a good direction. That was not a good choice. I don't want to do that anymore. That is it's not something I'm proud of. It's not something that I like that I did. But we all make mistakes in life. So that was one of mine. So I do have these. So this is one that I did a full review on. You cannot find it because it is on private on my channel. It's not even on unlisted, I don't think. I privated all of my old reviews. And honestly, this palette was not meant for me. This Blue Blood palette was not meant for me. But I am keeping these. And the reason why I'm keeping them is just in case I needed to reference them for a video. It's not because I am emotionally attached to them. It's because I want to have them in case I need to show them for a deep dive. If I ever do a deep dive on Jeffree Star or whatever, I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm not going to use them, but I'm not going to get rid of them. This is the other one that I will not get rid of because this is an iconic piece of beauty YouTube history, the Conspiracy Palette. This thing is ugly as sin. Like, I don't know. Like, you can tell this was created by somebody that did never use makeup. Like, it's a hot mess in here. It's a hot mess. But this is iconic for our community. So this is definitely not gotten rid of because, this is history right here. This is history. So that's where I'm at. Maybe one day I'll change my mind. I shouldn't say never. Maybe one day I'll change my mind and be like, you know what? I know it's history, but I don't want that. Maybe that'll be a thing. Flory says, I ordered Beautylish once and I was so bummed that I got a Jeffree Star palette that I never use. It just collects dust. Yeah. I do have a couple other ones in there, but those are the ones that take up the most space. So figured I would mention it. I mean, the palette, where is it? Mons says, oh man, Jeffree sucks, but I understand that everyone used to buy his crap. I mean, the palette quality, the eyeshadow palette quality, it was good. It was good, but not that good. All right. Let us move on. So this is the Makeup Maniacs Break the Silence Pressed Eyeshadow Palette. And this is a mental health, it's based on like mental health. So it's got a semicolon on there, which is, I don't know how triggering it's going to be for people. So I'm just going to keep it minimal on this, but just know that it's supporting mental health, strength, love, empower, hope, courage. So I'm actually going to pass this along to someone that this will mean more to. I feel like this is a very special theme for people that it touches their life, and in a way that's meaningful for them. So I'm going to pass it along. That was sent in PR. There's another Makeup Maniacs palette, the Uranus palette or the Uranus palette, however you would like to say it. Another palette that I just don't reach for. So I'm going to pass that along. Yeah, Marie says, I bought 2 palettes Blue Blood and cremated. I still cremated and I'm trying to sell it. I already sold Blue Blood, but I won't ever buy from him again. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Kieran says, I'm glad I came to the beauty community in 2019 and found out about Jeffree Star and got odd vibes from him. A lot of people in deep potting. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else is in here. Other things. Oh my gosh, I lost this. This is a fantastic eyeshadow palette. Sigma's new mod eyeshadow palette, looking for like cranberry shades and stuff. I don't look great in pink eyeshadow. I don't know why I did it today, but I don't look great in pink eyeshadow, but having a touch of it, I really like. And I love this like 6, what do you call that? I don't know how to say 6 things. I don't have that in my vocabulary. Right here in this corner, I really like this corner. This is a little too much for me in the middle here, but I'm definitely going to keep that. I'm going to put that back in rotation. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, iconic Black Magic Carnival palette by Beauty. This palette was so fun when I got it. Can you tell which ones I used? I used these 3 guys up here and didn't use the rest. But this is a great, great, great palette. I'm so sad the direction that Beauty went. So sad. Sextuplet. Thank you, Dogwalker97. I appreciate you. But I'm never going to use this, to be honest. So do I save it? I'm going to save this for memories. Because this Beauty eyeshadow palette, we're never going to have this again. We're never going to have this again. I'm saving it for memories. I'm going to save a lot of eyeshadow palettes for memories. A lot. Okay. Here's one. Scooby-Doo by Glamlight. Ro Raggy palette. I'm never going to use this. It's very cute. We'll pass that along. Oh, nope, that's the wrong bag. What else we got in here? Okay. Tina's palette, I lost you. The Tropicolor palette by Sydney Grace and Tina from the Fancy Face. Okay, this palette was made for Tina, not for me. If you don't know Tina from the Fancy Face, I love her. I adore her. She's amazing. She just became a mama and she's fabulous. I've met her many, many times in person and I adore Tina. She's wonderful. And this was the palette that she made. I'm going to put this back in rotation and play with it a little bit more. But this will always be saved for memories. This is Tina's palette. I'm putting this back in rotation. Definitely. We'll hold on to that. Okay. Y'all, do you remember this? Oops, upside down. This is Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tale Storybook palette. This is Little Red Riding Hood. They were going to come out with a whole series of books. This is a company that I've been asked to do deep dive on so many times because there's a lot of drama behind this company, but I think a lot of it is not on the internet. So I would have to know somebody, like I would have to get in touch with the women who started this in order to really get the tea on it, because there's a lot we don't know about what's real with Storybook Cosmetics. So let me tell you the story of this palette because I do know this story. So this particular palette was in BoxyCharm, and there was so much drama over this because this palette was not the same as the Storybook Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes that they regularly used. So what they did with this was, and this is what we figured out. So of course I don't know this as official, but this was what we were saying at the time that I believed to be true. That's the best I got. That this says made in PRC, so made in China, where their regular palettes were not made in China. And what we figured was BoxyCharm, the way that they worked was that they paid you a certain amount per product, right? Because BoxyCharm at the time, before they merged with Ipsy, they sold at a certain, it was like $20 or something for the box. So in order for them to make a profit, each item inside the box had to have a lower cost, right? So they had to get the cost down if they wanted to go in BoxyCharm and they wanted to make any kind of profit or even break even. You had to get the cost of your individual product down so that BoxyCharm could buy it at a lower price. And in order to do that, we believe that Storybook Cosmetics took their formula to China or had a Chinese lab try to dupe their formula so they could bring the cost down and be in BoxyCharm. And people were outraged. And that was when we realized that there were a lot of companies that were doing this to get in subscription boxes. There were a lot of companies that were changing their formula specifically to go into BoxyCharm, which blew our minds wild. So I started looking at ingredients to make sure they matched on the website. Whenever I got a subscription box, whenever I got a FabFitFun or an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm, I would match up the ingredients to make sure that it was the same product, to verify, because that was important information to know for the review. And I found quite a few times many different products, even like skincare products. There were different formulas in the subscription boxes than they were from the stores, from the website. So that was the story behind this. Oh, apparently Kiki Chanel did a deep dive on them about a year ago. Interesting. I would love to watch that. I wanted to rip Kiki's video though, but I will definitely look into it. I will look into it because they're really fascinating people. I think it was twins. They were like blonde twins. So we are keeping this for memories. My memories bag is getting way too big. I can't even it's almost full. I'm going to have another memories bag. Okay, so we've got Sage of the Day by ColourPop. This one is really, really great green eyeshadow palette. I'm putting that back in rotation. Sigma Warm Neutrals. I don't need this. This is the thing. It's a very, very good palette. Very good palette. Like anybody that uses this is going to love it. I don't need another palette like this. So I'm going to pass that along. Yeah. Jenna says, that's actually so shady. I know, right? I know, but not illegal. Melissa says, I have the Sleeping Beauty palette from Storybook Cosmetics that I also got mine from BoxyCharm. I'm going to keep mine for memories as well. Yeah. Wild, right? Okay. Okay, Too Faced Peachy Matte. That's such a good palette. Does smell a little bit still like peach. We're saving her for memories. Okay, Nomad Tuscany. This was my first Nomad palette. Do you remember when Nomad palettes looked like this? Totally different world. Nomad palettes do not look like this anymore. I'm actually going to put this back in rotation because this is actually a really good palette. Okay, hold on. My bag is flopping. Okay. It's a Small World by ColourPop. I'm never going to use this. My friend, never going to reach for that. We're going to pass it along. Oh man. One by Christian F says, I had the Robin Hood palette, still do because I'm trying to write a novel. Nice. I love that. Peachy Mats is an icon, Kathleen. Mons, I love the Peachy Mats. I was looking at mine the other day, barely touched. Yeah. Is that a J? JMC says, my friend got an Ulta subscription that she really liked. I should have suggested a BoxyCharm subscription. Yeah. It's a good one. Oh my gosh, I just realized that we're 35 minutes in. I need to tell you about this. Just really quickly. Jordan Liberty. Amazing, amazing human. This blush palette. Okay, this is so like it looks like a regular cardboard palette, right? This is so heavy. Like when I picked this up, I was like, this is not normal how heavy this is. You know, like when you get like a pro product, it just feels heavier. Like I don't know what's heavier in here, but this is unusually heavy. It's very large. Look how big these blush pans are. Absolutely huge. This is supposed to be for either pros or regular everyday users, but you can see how some of the shades will not work for everybody. The lighter shades probably are not going to work for deeper skin tones. The deeper shades will most likely not work for lighter skin tones. So you can use them for other things, like I used them for eyeshadow today. But I might still use this guy over here because it's a little bit more natural, but there's no way these guys are going to be working on me at all. So that's a downside to this palette, in that you might not be able to use some of the shades. But oh my goodness. Okay, so they're very, very pigmented. They do take some elbow grease to work out. Even the lighter shades take a little bit of, but I really like the tones that Jordan chose. They're really, really pretty. And I'm really loving this highlighter down here. That's what's all over my lid today. It's really pretty. It's just like a soft, like, I thought it was going to be more white, but it's got like a light fleshy tone to it. See how it's like, it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Looks very nice on my personal skin tone. And then there's one that's a little deeper that I think would look better on deeper skin tones, but just really, really pretty. So that's one product I've been using a lot. The other one is this one. This is the, it's like a topper. So this one's specifically for like, as a highlighter. I use this one for What's Up in Makeup today. And oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I have not swatched the other ones. So let's swatch them real quick. These are wild. Look at this. Like what? Beautiful. And then we'll do, hold on, let me get do I even have my paper? No, where are my paper towels? I lost them. Oh noes. Am I out of paper towels? Maybe I need to just get another one. Okay, we'll just swatch with my pinky because I don't have anything to wipe it on. But yeah, so those are the 4 shades in there. I do feel like these lean on the deeper side though. So this I think will work the best for people with medium to deeper skin tones, unless you're going to use it as eyeshadow as well. I'm also wearing one of the lip products. These lip glosses are really nice. This one is in Safe Word. And then for What's Up in Makeup, I use this one. This is Fiction, I believe. What did it say? Fiction? I think. Fiction. So congratulations to Jordan. And I want to thank him so much for sending these over. I'm very, very thankful. They're really fun to play with. I also use these for my eye look for What's Up in Makeup today as well. But I didn't do a PR purchase product of the week because that video was already an hour long. So that's where I would have cussed. That video was already an hour long. So I was like, where do I even wipe this? Like, what do I do? Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on a second. I gotta like take care of myself. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I got some toilet paper from the bathroom. We have a bathroom right over here. That's the best I got. That's what I can do. Oh, where is this one? Teresa says, question, are you going to get to the Mel Thompson palettes? I'm curious, donate, get rid of, or keeping for memories. Oh my gosh, full rotation. Full rotation. Are you serious? Okay, so we'll bring out Tiny Marbles. Tiny Marble. Okay, Mel and I were friends. So we had started becoming friends, I want to say like actual friends where we talked all the time, probably about 4 months before she passed away. So this is I still use this all the time. Um so yeah, this is not donate ever. This is not get rid of ever. This is not even like keeping for memories. It's going to take a while for me to let this one go because it's freaking fab. Mel did an amazing job on this palette. Yeah, since we already talked about it, we're going to put that in. That's rotation. That's full rotation. Never getting rid of that. Mel was amazing. You can actually go. Her husband. I don't know why he did this, but he changed the name of her channel to his name, which is a weird choice. I don't know why he did that. But you can probably still find her videos. Like she did a lot of reviews and a lot of tutorials. Like she was so incredibly talented. So if you need to know like any like different techniques or whatever, check and see if Mel has a tutorial because she was so good. She was so good at this stuff. Yeah, I don't know why he changed her channel name to his name. I thought that was a really weird move. Kind of bothers me. Like, why would you do that? I don't get it. But anyway, this I purchased to support Fumi, and then I never used it, I don't think. Because why? This is not made for me. This eyeshadow palette was not made for me. I wanted to support Fumi, so I bought it. This is the Fumi, what's Fumi's last name? I forget what Fumi's last name is, but I don't even, Rudo? Rawami? That's how I'm going to pronounce it. I think I butchered it though. I'm so sorry. It's a gorgeous palette. The palette art is fabulous. But yeah, this was not made for me. So we're going to pass it along. I just bought it to support her. So, oh, Karen says, I've been binge watching Mel's videos sometimes. Yeah, agree. Why would you change the name either? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Yeah, I think his name is Eric. YouTube is now under Eric Thompson. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like really annoying. Okay, Smoke Sessions by Melt Cosmetics. This is busted, so I can't show you. I think it came busted, if I remember right, and I pressed it back together, but now it's busted again. This was, I think, the first melt palette I ever got. And it's good, but I don't reach for this. We're going to save that one for memories. We're saving Smoke Sessions. Saving that one. Okay. Okay, Ofra Pro palette. You guys know I've talked about this before that I don't buy Ofra anymore because my values do not align with the founder / owners of the brand. There are some amazing people that work there, but the founder and owner, our values do not align, so I don't buy their stuff anymore. Their eyeshadow formula is actually kind of mid. I don't really like their eyeshadow formula, but their highlighter formula was fire, dude. Highlighters and the blushes. But I'm just going to go ahead and pass this along because I don't need this. This is like $100-some palette too. I'm going to pass that along. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Where is it? Amy wants to know, is e.l.f. trying to be a parent company? I guess. Yes, they've been doing that for a while. Their first acquisition was in 2020, and I forget when they made Key Soul Care, but yes, they've been slowly turning into a parent company. Isn't that wild? Weird, right? Yeah, Aaron says, I wonder if it has to do with being able to collect income from the channel. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, but he should be able, no matter what the name is, he should be able to collect income from it. As long as his name is on the back end of it, he doesn't need to have the channel be his name. That's some BS. All right. Another iconic palette. This was so good. This was overpriced, really overpriced. This was a Tarte palette. It's called the Foil Finger Paints. This was the first time I tried a true foil eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, why did I touch it? It is so emollient. Like, these are wild, dude. They are like the softest, creamiest eyeshadows ever. I think Tarte needs to bring this formula back. Like, what is even happening there? They're like paint. And that's what they called them. They called them the finger paints or whatever. Friggin' beautiful. It's one of those things where it's like, I guess I'll save it for memories. I guess I have two. I'm saving a lot of things for memories for eyeshadow palettes. I can always get rid of it later. I can always get rid of it later. Okay. What else am I decluttering? Okay. Let's dig down a little bit. Okay. I don't know what the deal is with this Summer Obsession palette by Catrice. It's cute, but I don't need it. So we'll get rid of that. Give by Gwen Stefani. What is going on with this brand? This is actually a really good little eyeshadow palette. I think they're dying like really, really slow death, like a really slow death, like really slow. I don't think they've officially gone out. They stopped selling on their website like a year ago, and they're only on Sephora's website, and they've been on deep discount on Sephora's site for like a year. Very, very weird. Maybe I'll keep this just because it's like you're never going to be able to get this again. I was going to like declutter it, but just in case we need to talk about Gwen Stefani's makeup line, and it's little. Keep that. What is this? Okay. Cabana Club by ColourPop. This one's actually a really nice palette, but I'm never going to reach for it. So we'll get rid of this, even though I did use this a lot and I do really like it. Okay. The Yeti, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, Kieran, thank you so much. Kieran's super chat. I appreciate you. Loving your Declutter Sunday lives. Well, thank you. I love doing them. We're only about halfway through this box, y'all. I need to go faster. Okay. Vintage palette by Artitude. Again, I love Artitude's formula. They're amazing. I'm never going to reach for this. Like the only shade in here that I like I like these two. I don't know. I do like this palette. You know what? I'm going to keep it a little longer in rotation, but this will probably eventually get decluttered. Probably, most likely. Okay, this I got at a Creators and Friends event. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Dream Team cheek palette. And this is actually a really nice palette, but I don't need this. I don't need that. We're going to declutter that. And oh my gosh, y'all, I did a full review on this. This palette is awful. It's so bad. Def Leppard Artistry palette by, what was it, Rockstar Cosmetics? Yeah, Rock and Roll Cosmetics. I don't think they exist anymore. This palette was terrible. Like the entire collection was terrible. Let's be fair. Except for, I think I like the eyeliner. This palette was awful, but I was a huge Def Leppard fan when I was a kid. Did I ever tell you my Def Leppard story? So when I was in elementary school, my music teacher was letting us bring in tapes to play music at the end, like when we were waiting to be dismissed. And I told her I wanted to play Pour Some Sugar on Me. And she said, Jenny, because she used to call me Jenny. That's what I was when I was little. Jenny, do you know what that song is about? And I said, yeah, it's about pouring sugar. Like it's, maybe they're baking. Like, I don't know. It's pour some sugar on me. And she was like, no. She's like, ask your parents. And that was the end of that conversation. And I never got to listen to Pour Some Sugar on Me at the end of music class in elementary school. So I was a big Def Leppard fan back in the day, especially that album, the Stereo album, amazing. But one thing you'll have to tell me, maybe this is a Mandela effect, or maybe I just don't remember, but people that were alive back when Def Leppard was big, did they actually use leopards in their branding? Because I feel like they didn't. I feel like they never had leopards. It's not even spelled the same. Like, what is up with all of the Def Leppard merch that's coming out now that's like the retro stuff having leopards on it? Because I don't remember that at all. Am I like losing it? Did I just forget? I don't know, but we're going to keep this because I'm a Def Leppard fan and this thing is absolutely ridiculous. So we're keeping that. All right. Mom's children are just the best ever. I know, right? Thank you. Thank you, Manders. No, they did not have leopards in their branding. I did not think so. Nobody remembers leopards. Oh, Amy says, oh no, my bad. I guess it's just not in stock all the time. And I wanted the shimmers. Oh, are you talking about the Mel palette? Yeah. Oh, no worries. Yeah. But it's a fantastic eyeshadow palette. If you still have the opportunity to buy it, I would say buy it. It's really good. But I think her husband's getting the money, which I have mixed feelings about now because of what he did to her channel. I think that's weird. So I don't know. Yeah, no leopards. Thank you. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I've been on the train 4 hours now and just only noticed you're live. Oh no, well, we have 10 minutes left. So hang out with us. Okay, this palette, this is the Cleona Cosmetics Dragon Fruit palette. And this palette is so good if you like the bright, bold wildness. If I'm going to be 100% with you, I'm going to pass this on to somebody that will appreciate this because this is a very special, bold palette. Hey, Flory. Flory, do you want this one? Because Flory will take my used makeup and I don't feel weird about that. If Flory wants this, Flory gets first dibs on that. I'm already sending Teresa her palette. So if you want that, Flory, you can have that one. Because this needs to be, this can't just be given to a child. This needs to be loved and appreciated. All right, Nomad Après Ski. I think this is from last year. This palette is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's amazing. But I'm not going to use it because the color story just isn't me. So I'm unfortunately going to declutter that one, which makes me sad because it's really good. But I'm going to get rid of that one. This one I am keeping, the Artitude Ink and Roses palette. I know it's a little pasty, but I really do like this color story, and I'm going to put it back in rotation. Yay! All right, Flory, we got to work out because I'm already sending Teresa a box. I'm going to send you a box too this week. And if Steph and Audra want boxes, let me know. I don't even know. I'm not sure if they're here. I haven't seen them pop in, but if Steph and Audra want boxes, they can have boxes too. Okay. All right, Sigma Cool Neutrals. This is definitely going back in rotation. This is a fantastic eyeshadow palette. I love this palette. It got lost. Definitely going back in rotation. We're also putting back in rotation the Sigma Little Mermaid palette. I know this is bright colors, but this palette is so good. And this is really good for when I want just a pop, just a little pop. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's fantastic. Okay. This is actually a really good eyeshadow palette. This is the Essence Aurora palette. This formula is really, really good. You know what? I'm going to keep this a little longer because this has colors in it that I might actually use, and it's a really good palette. I'm actually going to keep that. I know that sounds weird because it's like an Essence palette, but this is a good palette. It's really good. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is Laura Lee Los Angeles. What is this? Oh, this was just a Z palette-y thing with single shadows in it. What's in here? Laura Lee. I forgot that she even sold single shadows. These are all Laura Lee shadows. How did I even forget that this was even a thing? I forgot she even had single. We're putting that back in rotation. Let's use it. Let's use it. Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath. This is Mothership something. It just says Mothership on it. Was this the original one of the time? This looks like the Rose one. This looks like the Rose one. Why doesn't it say it on there? We're going to put this one back in rotation too. Will I probably use a lot of these? Probably not, but we're going to put it back in rotation because this is a dang good palette. All right. Hold on. Okay. My back in rotation is really filling up here. Okay, we talked about Alter Ego last week and how their quality went downhill. This is the Mist Haven palette. I think this was a dupe for a Huda Beauty palette. This one's actually not bad, but I'm going to pass this one along because I don't need this. I have other palettes that are like that, and I want someone else to love it. Okay, this brand is no more. These palettes stayed in this packaging because they're not great quality. These are from Vampire Cosmetics. I did a whole story on why they went out. I don't know, it was maybe a couple months ago or whatever. There's a bunch of drama happening behind the scenes. And Vampire, the way that they spelled there was actually kind of like a culty kind of thing where they were like pretending to be vampires and like, it was a little weird. But I'm not judging. I shouldn't do that. It was a little strange to me in that I would not participate in something like that, but do your thing. If you enjoy that stuff, if that's your thing, you should do it as long as it's not a cult, because cults are scary. But if it's just because you enjoy it, that's fine. Anyway, Oregon Trail, I'm obsessed. So I bought these. Palettes are terrible. So we're just going to keep those for memories. And actually, we're not that far away from the bottom here. We got 5 minutes. Maybe we can go through it. The Essentials palette by Stephanie Lang with Sigma. This is a fantastic eyeshadow palette. I've used this. I know it doesn't look like I've used it a lot. I know, but I did. You have to trust me on that. It's very good. We're putting that back in rotation. Another thing we're putting back in rotation, anything Gourmand Girls. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't really use the blues as much, but the natural colors in here, I love. That's going in rotation. This palette. Okay, so this palette I know I will never use, but I'm not ready to get rid of it. This is the Nueva Vida palette, and there's no way I'm going to use this. But it's so pretty, I cannot get rid of it. We'll just put it in the save for memories because I know I'm not reaching for it. It's not going to happen. Oh, there's Steph. Steph, do you want a box? Let me know if you want a box of stuff. Let me know. Please tell me there's a shade called Died of Dysentery. Let me see. There's Steph. Steph, let me know if you want a box of stuff. We need to chat. I don't even think, after all these years, I don't think I even have your phone number. DM me on Twitter. We'll work it out and we'll figure out how to connect better because all these years, I don't even think we'll work it out. So this one is called You Have Made It to Oregon, and this one is called You Have Died of Dysentery. So, yes. Yeah, I know. I did not want to offend the vampire community. That's true. Because it's real. And you know what? Everyone has a right to their own things they like. And I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to judge people because it's your right. Okay. Sigma Warm Neutrals. Again, this is a fantastic eyeshadow palette. The colors are just not for me. So, so I'm just going to pass this along. I don't even think I pulled the brush out of here. Did I even use this brush? I'll wash it just in case. But I'll declutter that even though it is a really good palette. This one's getting saved for memories. Amrezy. Oh my gosh. I loved on this so much. The Amrezy palette. And ABH. We're saving that one for memories. Lots of memories happening here. This is Zoeva. I forgot I even had a Zoeva palette. I'm never going to reach for this. It's almost brand new. Passing that along. I'm definitely using this. I love this palette. It's so good. This is Indie Beat Cosmetics, and this palette's fantastic. I don't know if she still has them available. I know she's selling her company, but that's going back in rotation. Okay. How much time do we have? 3 minutes. We're going to almost get there. Okay, another Alter Ego palette, Daylight. Again, we're going to get rid of that one. This palette got so much crap, and I really liked it. This is Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade palette. People said it was pasty, that it didn't work, that it didn't. I thought it was fine. I like this palette. We're going to save it for memories. Pure and Nabella. This one, I did use this. This is a nice palette, but I don't think I need it, so I'm going to pass that along. It's a good palette, though. This was good. Pure was extremely hit and miss in their eyeshadow formula. We're going to pass that. Okay. Enduring Love by Sydney Grace. This one got lost. We're going to put that back in rotation. This is a fantastic, more cool-toned eyeshadow palette. We got a nice mix today. A nice mix. Steph says, yeah, sure. Feel free to message me anywhere. I have anywhere I have everything. Nice. Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, we'll get in touch better. My legs are covered. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. This is more Cleona shadows. These, I'm just going to keep these for now because I don't know, I'm just going to keep these for now. There's some pretty things in there. I need to process that. These were really good. This was a holiday launch by Sydney Grace, and these were fantastic, and they got lost. This is Northern Winter. I probably won't use that one. We'll pass that along. Fall. Passing along. Summer. I'm feeling like I don't need these. Spring. I'm keeping spring. Spring is my colors. Even though fall's usually my colors, spring's my colors. I'm definitely keeping that one. I'm on the fence about these. Oh, it's time for me to go. No. We almost made it. I'm keeping them for now. They're so good. I'm keeping them for now. Okay, my bag is full. Okay, I almost made it. We have this many left. That's it. That's all we had left. But we're out of time. So let's see how we did. Okay. This is the entire Keeping for Memories bag. So remember, this is from all of the declutters. So from like here up is eyeshadow palettes. I can feel it. It's like from here to here are the eyeshadow palettes, Keeping for Memories. Oh, we didn't throw any away. This is Pass Along. So all these are Pass Along. And these are the back in rotation. I did not do well today. I did not do well. I did not do well. But it's okay. Eyeshadow palettes are hard. Yes, you saw Riviera in there, Kieran. I see that. Yes, it's in there. We're not getting rid of Riviera. It's not happening. So we did not do so well today. Eyeshadow palettes are hard, but it's okay. It's all right. It was good progress. Thank you, Teresa. It was good progress. Thank you. Thank you. I like my calculator by how big the bag is. Catherine, it was Ricky was saying bye. But thank you all for being here. I hope you had fun. We definitely have one more. I think it's going to be one more eyeshadow palette declutter. And if you think I kept things for memories today, wait till I get to that one. That's, like I said, where palettes go to die. That's where James Charles lives. That's where Jeffree Star lives. They live in there. So that'll be fun. But yeah, is what it is. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. This week, I don't believe there's going to be a Friday video. If you did not watch this past Friday's video, that video was not of high interest, but that's okay. I reviewed my shark mask. I feel like it's a really good video, but if you're not interested, it's totally okay. I don't have to, like, I'd rather you spend time watching things that you're really interested in. But I just want to let you know that that video did go up on Friday. And yeah, I haven't done a lot of reviews lately, so it makes sense that it didn't garner as much interest as other videos I've been making lately, and it's fine. But this week there will not be a Friday video because I'm working on my Trisha video on the Trisha Payta skincare line, so that is going to be my big work for the week, and then hopefully I'll get the research done this week and then put the video up. I'll film early the following week, and then hopefully have that done and up for you the next week. I don't believe that anything is changing in the schedule. I think the next time that we have anything changing as far as live chat is July. So it's going to be normal schedule, and I'll keep you posted. And I'd love to have a wonderful week. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye. The world is brighter with you in it.